Hey everyone. So, at the beginning, let's get started. Today is March 2nd, going to day 21 of the carnivore diet. Still feeling great. I actually did a 21-hour fast today before eating. And so let's get into the beginning. Long weekend, really good. Had my grandfather's birthday, my 2-year anniversary. Stayed good, stayed carnivore, still feeling really well. Weighed myself today. I'm down another 9 pounds. So I'm sitting right at 309, 310, something like that. So almost down to the 200 bracket. Really excited. So going into this, being that it's usually supposed to be my Sunday video, my longer video, a couple things I wanted to start about. A couple fun things I thought would be fun. So I actually started Googling the beginning of carnivore, and then I started thinking about my own introduction to carnivore. So I remember first hearing about carnivore when Shawn Baker went on the Joe Rogan podcast. That was the first time that I actually heard anybody say that, and it really got me thinking about the whole idea of dieting. Quick update and backstory on me. Normal American diet. Probably wasn't until high school I started playing DDR really seriously, and I got really good at that. So I was doing a lot of cardio, and then I figured out how bad soda was for you. So I just stopped drinking soda altogether. And I mean, 17-year-old kid doing mass amounts of cardio, not drinking soda, I lost a ton of weight. So I was probably like 180, 190 pounds, something like that, mostly through high school. Then got out of high school, just started working at my dad's business, and then just started progressing from there. Then you start going into your 20s, started drinking, hanging out, partying, stuff like that. So I gained a lot of weight, and then like I said before, walking up the stairs to my second floor apartment, I realized like wow, I'm really overweight for a 21-year-old, 22-year-old. So joined the military first off the bat. And there, I just pushed myself as hard as I could. Probably only ate maybe two, three times a day, but I mean, like everybody there either gains a lot of weight or loses a lot of weight. So drop back down to 190 again, mass amounts of cardio. My 2 mile run on my last day of PT, of my last day in basic training was probably like 12 minutes flat, just doing mass amounts of cardio and then fluctuating through dieting. And then, so catching everybody up, I started doing keto before keto was, keto before it blew up and all the documentaries and all the back history and all the back research people started finding out that the ketogenic diet has been around since, God, the 1930s or 40s, when they started using it to help people with cancer and diabetes and all kinds of different stuff. Great documentary to watch. I'm thinking about doing a live stream, watching it and kind of giving my 2 cents into it. Is the Fat documentary? That's a really great documentary. I actually own it. Um, and then I lost probably 60 pounds on keto. I mean, felt great, loved it. And then, same as usual, life happens, friend's wedding, new girlfriend, and you kind of just let go, And then catching up till now, my dad actually, I tried to do carnivore a couple times, but with family responsibility and stuff like that, and not really having anybody, to have my back, it was kind of hard because then you're kind of like the weird guy that's, trying to do something that, is completely against the norm. And then now, luckily now, like when my dad found out about it, it was probably one of the best pushes because, like then like my dad told me about it. Well, my dad, refreshed me about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, duh, I know about that." But yeah, sure, you made it up. Whatever helps you. So got dad into it. Then me, dad, my mom. Now hopefully the rest of the family is going to start kicking in. But it really helps, when more people do it, so you're not like kind of the oddball. Nowadays, it doesn't really bother me telling people. It's like my thing. It's something I want to do. Um, I have been giving a lot of thought after the 30 days what my future is going to be. I know a lot of people try to still strict themselves to carnivore, and since my main goal in doing this is kind of like weight loss, I'm going to try to up my workout like once summer classes start because I'll only be taking one seated class during the summer, and the rest will be online. So hopefully I'll be able to get more gym time in. And positive note on my gym time, I have a lot of back and knee and shoulder and flat feet injuries, stuff like that. A lot of the inflammation's gone, guys. I mean, I know it's one of the positive things about this diet, but I mean, my inflammation is really gone. I mean, I remember it used to take me a while to finally get all worked out and like stretching and like making sure I don't feel like sometimes I would do something and I'd be like, oh my God, like what did I do? And then, now it's just nice. I like going to the gym. It doesn't seem like a chore. It just seems like something nice, like I'm stretching my body and I'm getting all the kinks out. I'm like working out and I feel good and I feel strong and like happy. It's a really big relief. I mean, honestly, it really is. So a couple funny things that I wanted to share today along with that. So I typed in Google, I thought this would be funny, the beginning of carnivore. And oddly enough, the first thing that people ask of is who started the carnivore diet. And sure enough, Shawn Baker, he's like the weird godfather of the carnivore diet. Shawn Baker, a former American orthopedic doctor, is also well known profound of the carnivore diet, August 26, 2019. And I believe let me check. I want to make sure because I actually have it downloaded on my YouTube account. As far as this, sorry about that, is the actual talk that he did with Joe Rogan. Where is it? Okay, right here. Any of the cases, they told me you can't see anything. Yep, right? There it is. So his podcast was on December 7th, 2017. He was talking about this in December 7th, 2017. That is unbelievable. And I know right after him, another two people, well, another big person is obviously Jordan Peterson, who, if you don't know who he is, I mean, he's a world renowned psychologist. And him and his daughter got great results from this. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny. Another great thing I wanted to share with people, I'm still waiting for my butcher box to show up. I'm going to do a video of me opening that. But I was thinking about that. I think I'm going to do it for the butcher box, but just a quick highlight. If you want to get into this, really try not to overthink it. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just meat and water. A lot of people are going to take it as their own, but if you try to overthink it too much, it's not going to be fun. I mean, you're not going to want to do it. If you're trying to count calories or count micros, or you're forcing yourself to fast, or you're like, I got to eat meat organs and livers, and all that stuff is great. All of them are fasting, or all that stuff is great. But there's people that have been doing this for 10 years and they're not that obsessed about it. If this is something you want to do for like a longevity, then try to enjoy it. Have ground beef, have a steak, have bacon, have fish. Try to come up with fun ways to like, eat these different things. And I know one of the big things that was hard for my dad was getting rid of snacking. If you are one of those people that snacks, I know it's hard to kind of break, just eat pork rinds. That's like one of the easiest ways. And then if you're still kind of snack, eat more. Eat till you're actually full. That's my kind of little side note right there. But I want to get more into that when I actually have my butcher box and go through it. I did figure out, I'm thinking about doing, I want to take a picture of it and put it on my Instagram, but I'm thinking about doing the scrambled eggs and salmon. So if anybody's watching this and has maybe the carnivore cookbook, give me some of their ideas. Otherwise, I'm going to go with that one. Another great thing is once I get to the 30 days, I want to keep this going and keep, my monologue. And anybody that's watching, commenting, please keep going. I mean, it's awesome. I want to make this hopefully one day like, a hot spot for people to stop in and like, pick up some information or some helpful tips, have proper discussions. And yeah, see you guys on the next one. Later.